Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We are going through, the top 10 cameras from 2019, thanks to Camera Store. They were at their showroom with Juho from Camera Rescue. And there'll be an article and there was a video that I'll link up and down. The Mamiya 7 was the 7th most clicked camera, which is no surprise. It's a medium format rangefinder made by Mamiya. I mean, interchangeable lenses. What else could you not know about it? But it's amazing, and we brought some alternatives so you can check it out. So why do you think the Mamiya was the most searched, Juho?
Well, I honestly was quite surprised because it was more searched than the RZ67. It was more searched than the Hasselblad that was number 8, and it is very good camera, but is also a very kind of limited camera in a sense. I mean, it's a rangefinder. I don't like.
You don't like them. So.
I don't like them. I like my Plowbow, but that's the only one that I like. And then, but it's
it's travel friendly.
Yeah,
it's small.
Yeah, but I don't know how people know how to Google it.
Yeah, I think, first of all, people are probably going through YouTube nowadays. We are on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
So when you watch videos by your favorite YouTubers, the Mamiya 7 is usually praised.
Okay.
It's a very travel-friendly, and a lot of people nowadays post on Instagram mostly. Yeah. And you see Mamiyas all over. It's not the most pretty camera in the classic line. I mean, this is the dark gray Mamiya 7 1. Yeah. The Mamiya 7 2 came in black, and the 1 came in a gold champagne kind of thing that was a little ugly in my liking. Or wait, the version 2.
Yeah.
And I think for those people that are wanting to travel, lifestyle photography, kind of street photography with medium format, it's probably the lightest weight and best glass out there.
Yeah.
So it's not a surprise. Leaf shutters, so you can shoot flash, which if you want.
Yeah. How many lenses does it have?
Well, you start at 43, which is a bygone design, which is amazing. Then you have the 50, 65, 80, 150, 210.
Yeah.
The 210 is not coupled, so not a lot of people bought that lens, but it's pretty nice. You have the aperture priority option for those people that really want to shoot fast and not think about it.
Yeah.
You can change mid-roll lenses, not roll. It has like an inner dark side inside, which is nice because they're leaf shutters. So basically the lens is the dark side when you're shooting.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great option. Honestly, I've had 2 of them throughout my life. I've sold 2 of them. I still miss it. Seeing it here doesn't help. Yeah. But yeah, we are talking about alternatives too, because this camera has the hype and the price of 2019.
Yeah, it has gone up to 3,000 euros with one lens, which is a lot of money.
Especially for a camera that, due to its age and electronics, is not going to break in a day, but it could be a break soon.
Yeah.
So you brought another rangefinder, which is an interesting option, and probably the last rangefinder that came to market.
Yeah, and it's the Bronica Rf645. This is my own version. It got stolen this year and then
reappeared.
It reappeared in a pile of rocks. It's a long story. You can go and read it in our Instagram. But I actually, this is a rangefinder I like.
Yeah, this is a 645 camera. It has the same aperture priority, program mode. Shutter is the same, 1/500th of a stop. It has different lenses from wide to longer lenses.
It has only 3 lenses. It has a 45, a 65, and a
sometimes less 100. Is more. At the end of the day, also from the Mamiya line, you have the Mamiya 6, which is not cheaper. It is cheaper than the Mamiya 7.
Yes.
It's not cheaper than maybe the Bronica. I think it's there nowadays. Also 3 lenses, which I like because you don't have a lot of options. You don't crazy. I had a lot of these lenses, and they're not cheap. And sometimes you buy something you don't enjoy, like I bought the 50. Yep. So like having a Bronica and having those things is nice. Only having 3 lenses. It does make a strange sound on the shutter, to my liking.
Yeah, it's a bit, it's a dying robot sound, but it's very quiet also. You're the only one hearing the sound.
Yeah, also you get more shots per roll, which makes shooting cheaper now that we have raising prices in film in 2020. Yeah. But yeah, that would be the options for a rangefinder. Do not forget about the Texas Leica, the Fuji 6.7, 6.8, 6.9 bodies.
Yeah. They are significantly wider. They are bigger. There's some of them that do 6x9, which is really nice. Like in terms of shooting slides.
Yeah, it's a big format. It does remind me of a 35, but you have way more detail being a medium format.
Yeah, I mean, and compared to those, 3 lenses is a abundance of choice, because then you have to buy 3 cameras in that Texas Leica range.
Yeah, the Texas Leica, which is the GW690, you have the first version, second version, third version. They came in 2 lenses, so 90 millimeters and 65 millimeters. So you would have to buy the wide, and because you couldn't change the lens, and the normal. But they're good options, and they have no electronics, so just mechanical cameras. You can CLA them and shoot a very long time. And then we have some other cameras. This is actually the Polaroid 600 SE, which was made in partnership by Mamiya and Polaroid.
Yep.
This is tied to Polaroid film, Fp4 or Fuji version, but it's basically a Mamiya press camera.
Yeah, and the Mamiya press came with 3 lenses, I believe, or 4.
There's a lot of lenses.
Is there?
A 50, 65, 90, 100, 2 lenses for the 100, 3.5 and 2.8.
Oh.
And then it goes up to 250 if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
So there's a plenty of lenses. The mount is not compatible with this Polaroid.
Yep.
They did some black magic voodoo to not let it work, which is a bit of a bummer. But with the Mamiya Universal Super 23 cameras, you shoot medium format film, you can shoot instant film, you can change the lenses with the bayonet, their rangefinder. They do look like a brick of milk without the lens in the back. They are chunky and heavy, and you have the shutter cable always sort of in the way. But they're really fun and usually pretty inexpensive if you want to try rangefinder medium format.
And what can you do with the lenses nowadays?
Oh yeah, one of the things that you can do with the lenses nowadays is you can take them off the Mamiya versions, not the Polaroid yet, and you can mount them on 3D designed cameras like the ones by Camera Dactyl and others, which basically means you can give it another life. These cameras, if you don't like the size and you're not going to be shooting rangefinder, maybe with a wider, you can shoot hyperfocal medium format, shots. And those 3D cameras will be soon printable at home, thanks to a campaign from Kickstarter. And that's pretty cool. You can give it a new life.
Yeah, the price range for this is one
The
fifth.
The Mamiya press cameras are all over the place because sometimes they're not very well serviced or serviced at all. So like if a Mamiya 7 goes for 3,000, the press with a lens can be sub 500 sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's very inexpensive, but do bear in mind that they're very sensitive to being bumped or depending on the lens. I've shot the 2.8 100 that was calibrated and it was totally off still. So, you got to be careful, but it is an option. And these also, have to calibrate the rangefinder, but they're more reliable. But these are all plastic, these are all metal, which is good.
And alternatives, there's always the Plowball 6.7 and the Voigtlander Bessa 3, but that's not an alternative if you want a cheaper alternative, which is partly the point of these videos and the big article that Camera Store is writing on the blog, which showcases options for the most hyped ones so that you could buy something else.
Yeah, as these are the most hyped, also the price usually goes accordingly to them. Do remember also the Fuji GF670, which lets you shoot 6x6 and 6x7. Yeah. And it was the last medium format camera made, basically. And they usually go just a little bit under the Mamiya 7 II price. So it's good options to have. And honestly, there's plenty to choose. They're not easy to see in hand. That's why we want to make the video, show you guys. But
yeah, and if you want to see a bit more of here's the size comparison. Later on in the series, there's gonna be a Asahi Pentax 6.7 video. It has a bit different kind of view into options, but it has the same picture size. It has the same picture quality.
Sort of the same size also, just a little. Well, like twice the height and twice the weight.
Yeah, this is plastic essentially, which is...
It also breaks and it's brittle.
Yeah.
But you can see with my hand there with the lens hood, it's basically almost the same size.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any doubts or comments, you can leave any comment below. Also, you can contact Camera Rescue if you want any information, or Camera Store if you want to buy anything. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.